Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Libra, October 24, 2022. Progress is in focus today and tomorrow, but there can be some wavering confidence so that ideas may not get off the ground until tomorrow. There can be excellent ideas and insights forming, particularly about relationships, creative pursuits, and life path or career plans, but difficulties pulling everything together. You are thinking outside the box about financial matters, which can benefit you greatly. Analyzing past patterns can help you make better decisions. It's also easier than usual to get in touch with your current priorities. Still, it's probably best to avoid focusing too narrowly and keep some of your options open. The universe is certainly in a much better mood today and tomorrow. The trashy energy that lingered over the last few days will start to dissipate. Mental Mercury, your planetary ruler, will slink along within the sky and smile over to Saturn, the planet of permanence and strength. You'll have a clear head on your shoulders to discuss any significant plans with your one and only as you plot out a conquest for true happiness. This would be a fantastic moment to dig deep into your strategic side and see what visions you both can drum up. Perfect your workplace. It is time to tidy up while the moon is in mutable Virgo. Your mind might be racing as you try to keep up with your to-do list. A huge aspect of your workday should be spent cleaning, organizing, and decluttering since the moon is ready to make a difference in your work environment. Since the moon trines Uranus retrograde and the North Node in Taurus, you may find that you will feel more at peace when your workspace is refreshed. It might be easier to approach work when you are in a spick-and-span environment. As you adjust to having Pluto back in direct motion in your financial sector but also to an unfamiliar sense of urgency, having the moon in harmony is helping to boost your financial confidence while fueling your imagination. After 14 years, the planet of change and revolution is preparing to leave in March, and after months in retrograde motion, it is time to change things up. There is a lot of temptation out there, but take a moment and reflect on your body's reaction to excessive indulging. Isn't it time to get on track and assume regular health routine? Sometimes all you need to do is take the time to reflect on your decisions and you will find the answer sitting right in the center of your brain. Slow down today with a cup of chamomile or other herb tea and notice the shift in your perceptions. Today, we would strongly encourage you to start introducing a new rhythm in your personal life and jumping into a big project. Don't turn everything upside down and have confidence in yourself because you will need it to conclude your projects. This vibration is more intellectual than sentimental, and that's why you have decided to act differently. Remain autonomous and try to motivate yourself more. If you don't, you won't get to your objectives. It is all a question of being organized. Knowing that they will not only return to your work sector tomorrow, but with a solar eclipse here next week and Jupiter retrograding back into your career sector just days later, the Sun and Venus are working to make their last full day in a fun, playful, romantic and creatively charged part of your chart count. With Saturn in his last full day in an adventurous part of your chart, there is also a call to both learn from the past and to make the most of the doors still open to the past and second chances. As the Sun and Venus spend their last full day in your romantic sector, they are looking to the future aligned, giving you a clearer sense of what you want from love. As the planet of love, Venus will be working to make today as romantically charged as possible, while the Sun holds the solar spotlight on matters of the heart and all things romantic. Our eyes in the sky. Today, you've got to get your grind on and be dedicated to your path. The Scorpio moon adds some gusto to the day, but you have to put some elbow grease into it if you want to get things done. It's all about accomplishment right now. Maybe you're making up for lost time and ready to burn the candles at both ends. However, take extremely good care of your body, which is a continual theme here. On a personal level, keep your eyes on the prize of self-care. Never forget the support you're creating and the foundation you're laying for yourself and others. These are transits of a lifetime, and today you're aided by your willingness to put your blood, sweat, and tears into what you do and who you love. Whatever is worth the struggle is exactly where you need to focus at this time. Whatever falls away wasn't good enough for you in the first place. The universe doesn't have the time to play those kinds of games with all this work to do. Just after midnight, the Virgo moon opposes retrograde Juno in Pisces, stimulating anxiety around our commitments. As the moon transits Virgo, we feel safest when our lives are regimented and orderly. We have our little routines, and checking things off our mental to-do lists provides us with peace of mind. However, the commitments we've forged in work or partnership as Juno transits nebulous Pisces depend upon us going with the flow and understanding that our engagements won't always operate in predictable ways. Juno in Pisces teaches us that there is security to be found in a lack of fixed parameters. There is safety in the liminal. Yet, it won't feel that way at this time. We'll now attempt to apply new rules to our contracts, trying to define and systematize them. We might ask our partners the dreaded question, "What are we?" or put terms to a vague work contract. After this transit passes, we'll regret these actions and recognize that they were indicative of insecurity. Fortunately, those who we've partnered with will see our behavior as a temporary lapse in judgment. They understand that what we really need is reassurance, not a contract renegotiation. In the pre-dawn hours, the moon conjunct Ceres in Virgo, a time of self-soothing. Issues from the moon-Juno opposition may now be course-corrected. We realize that our desire for structure and control may be due to how we were parented. Either our home lives were overly structured or lacked structure. As we seek to build emotional safety nets in our lives, past nurturance has impacted our present behavior. What form of support feels safe for you? How can you give this support to yourself? We must make it a habit to self-nurture, instead of expecting others to fulfill our needs. This way, we will not only be able to better navigate difficult circumstances with confidence, we will also determine when we are truly not getting what we need from partners, divorced from projection.